What is the purpose whenever you give a presentation?
Tell us.
I thought they'd given them information. I'm thinking informative information.
Okay,
I want to change them for the good.
all right.
Oh, I like that.
Information,
That's
tell a
interesting.
story,
Information.
change
Get
people.
changed, yeah, or
Okay?
they get helped. Information.
What's my purpose as a salesman?
Sell.
To help someone recognize they need something. They have a need.
Convince?
Convince, persuade, sell, right?
They have a need, yeah.
Find their need, find their pain,
Find their.
okay?
Okay.
So what you guys are telling me, without knowing that you're telling me, is everything we do is designed to involve our audience in whatever we're speaking on. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
To
Yeah.
involve our audience in whatever we're speaking on. How do you involve your audience?
Conjuring up
What
memories.
do you? She's here, then she's not, then she's here, then she's
No,
not.
I'm listening, but I mean, when you say involve your audience,
Mhm.
I'm still in this chair. I'm gonna make this my own little desk.
Yes,
I mean, to me, involve, I just don't, that word. I mean, you know,
Engage your audience,
Engage.
is that better? Is that
Yeah.
a better word for you?
yeah, because
Okay.
when you say engage, that to me is an action. So you're asking them to respond, to think, to feel, to want, to need, to sign up, to do something,
Excellent,
right? Am I
absolutely,
close? Okay, okay.
right? All of the above. How do you do that is determined the success or failure of your presentation,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
So what makes, when you're done, what makes you a success in a presentation?
Ooh. Feedback, possibly? you
Okay,
could get.
we'll take that feedback.
God.
People
No, okay.
contact you and they want more, they want, well,
Okay,
give me more
contact.
information, I'd like to
Mhm.
know more of what you do,
Good.
you know, what you want.
I have learned from you, I go in with a goal in mind to achieve. I want to leave with that goal achieved, and I want them to do something or I want something. And when I walk out that door, I better have got it. And I say that only because I was telling Florence how I met with the lady and I had to kind of adjust because her emotions, she was having a bad day, so to speak, doesn't matter what. But I had to somehow get around that and still get her to do what I wanted, and I had to get her to forget that moment, that bad moment or bad mood or whatever. And that's like walking through fire because you're going, how am I not going to piss her off more? Or flame, fuel the fire, or she could be having a sad day, it doesn't matter. But I had to deal with that and get it to her to put it aside.
Shift,
Yeah, to get what I wanted, and I did it.
And when we talk about that, when I talk about involve, you talk about engage. However you want to, whatever term works for you. If my audience walks in a bad mood, first thing I have to do is find a way to get them out of their bad mood. That's why I use humor so much.
Right.
As a corporate speaker,
Pass out candy.
3/4 of, that helps.
No, seriously, yeah.
3/4 of the time I speak in front of a group is the group is mandatory.
Yeah.
They don't
want
wanna
to be
come.
there.
Oh.
They don't even really know why they're coming.
Oh, it's mandatory.
So they show up going, okay,
Oh, bored.
right? And my job first and foremost is to bring them up to speed. I can't leave them down here, as we talked, Mary. I want you to believe in yourself. Yeah, go up yours. I don't believe in me, the boss doesn't believe in me, my coworkers just yelled at me. Oh, no.
And I have to be
Right?
here.
My job is
Okay.
to make them leave that behind. However, you can do that, and you'll find your style. When you speak enough, you'll find your style. If I'm Florence, right, her goal might be, out of 30 ladies, to get 1 client. Success for her means they engage with her after it's over. Okay, like for me, I
They
might
wanna
say,
address
if I go in to talk to a group, I got 30 people in front of me, I might wanna sell 5 books.
Yeah,
So my goal is to sell 5 books. If I sell 2 books, well, it's still a success.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, just not what I was hoping for or striving for. Still not a failure. If I sell no books, I didn't accomplish my goal.
Right.
All right? Mary's speech is all about empowerment. It's all about uplifting people. It's all about getting women to a place where they can really appreciate who they are. All right?
Okay.
Her job afterwards is to get connectivity with those people so that she can give them more information. And I told her she needs to find websites, newsletters, these kind of things where she can say and give them out during her presentation or afterwards. Say, I have at the back table, wherever, if you're talking to a group, at the back table, I've got resources that will tell you where to get word of the day, right? Empowerment speech of the week,
Yes.
power and uplifting websites, or my own website, right? Mary's website that says, if you join me every week, I'll send you a newsletter and I will always be helping you to grow. She might become a coach, right? I can teach her how to become a coach. That's what she can become. And she can charge people for her expertise as a coach. All right? And the way she does that is by when somebody says, she says, I can help you become more than you are. And they're like, how do you do that? You go, you need to get with me. We need to talk about it because I can empower you to do these things. I can help you get to this level of your life. Because most of us come in with an attitude of, we were talking about this, negative. What is most of the input in your life?
Negative.
How do you figure? How is it negative?
Well, people say, oh, why are you wasting your time? Why do you do that? You know.
Okay.
You mean
People can say
the
that.
messages coming in are negative?
Sure.
It's everywhere. I mean, whether
everywhere.
it's social media or, television or.
I got the best
Boss
people
or
on
whatever.
my Facebook page. I've always said I have the best people on my Facebook page because they're all coaches or speakers or this or that, and they're uplifting 90% of the time.
90%.
90.
Right?
Yeah.
90%
got
of the
that
time.
here.
What I'm saying is,
But I
we
know
can't leave people in that place when
Yeah.
we go to talk in front of them.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
matter how they come into you,
You bring
your
them
job
up. Yes.
Yeah.
is to raise them up to a level that you can now talk to them and
They'll
reach
hear you.
into their lives. The best way to do that is through stories and questions.
Not humor.
Well, you
Well,
can use humor,
Okay,
stories
that's
and
a
questions.
style, his humor?
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
but
I can make a funny
question-
story, I can make a sincere
Okay.
story, I can make all these.
But the
Um,
questions and stories are the way to engage them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay? And all of that happens because you keep involving them, and the way you involve them is to either ask them questions or make the stories about them. Remember we talked about the different ways to reach people? How do you feel about that? Can you see what I'm talking about? Right? Is this an organized way of you to understand this? We got all
Oh, I
these.
like the way that sounds.
Yeah,
It's
we've
a
got-
nice way of saying, do you get it?
Yeah, that's
Say
right.
that
Yeah,
last
instead
one.
of-
I don't want to add the end, but.
Yeah, I know, do you
What?
get it?
What did he say, the organized one that you liked?
No, go ahead.
Is this an organized way that that you understand this? Is this
Okay.
organized in a way that you
Basically,
understand? Well, but,
Getting it?
but you
No.
have these 4 different personalities that you need to reach.
yeah.
And for me to always stay online, can you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you seeing what I'm doing? Becomes mundane and
It
redundant.
does, but it
So
almost
you
becomes
reach
redundant to a
all
point might be
regrets.
offensive.
Yeah,
I mean, not, you know what I mean, it's just irritating would be a better word.
but what you
Well,
have to know
okay.
that you have to do
Just
is
organize.
ask them or make the story about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I want to go talk about dancing, my question is, anybody here ever taken dance lessons? Did you guys take dance lessons where you were young? Kind of raise your hand if you
Yeah,
took
when I
dance
was
lessons
young,
when you were young.
yes,
Mm,
for
Yeah,
sure.
most of us had to take some kind of dance lesson when we were young. And then you talk about a story about those, my story, their dance lesson. right?
Okay, okay.
My story, their NICU experience.
Mm.
Right? Hey, you guys are all here from the NICU. I understand that it's a traumatic, emotional,
Journey,
time in your life. Oh yeah, during my NICU.
it's gonna see if you're here.
Right? And they go, and they're out there going, yep, yep. And see, they're already thinking of their journey. They're thinking of their story. And so you've already reached to them at a certain point, and you go, you're probably at the lowest place you've ever been, but you don't have to stay there. And then tell them how they can bring them up,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? No matter what you're talking about, the question always comes back to, hey, anybody here, remember when we used to use pencils? You remember when you'd have a pencil, and then you'd push too hard and that darn lead would break off?
Pencil sharpener.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anybody ever got someplace where you didn't have that darn pencil sharpener? You went, who's got a pencil sharpener? Remember we had those little ones that you could put in, like you twist it, right? And then sometimes nobody would have a pencil sharpener. You know, that's why men got in the habit of carrying pocket knives. And you want to impress your man? Give him a pocket knife for the holidays. Because men still respect a nice pocket knife that they can carry with them. Does all kinds of things. Now, did I just take you from pencils to pocket knives and buying a pocket knife?
Yes.
I have a website that sells pocket knives,
Yeah.
right?
Are
I
you
can take
seriously?
You, oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
called
Yeah.
giftsformen.biz,
Oh.
right? And I can take you in just
Yeah.
30 seconds from a pencil.
Yeah.
No, you took us
Well,
from
my
the
dad liked to
NICU
be the.
to the pencils to the pocket
Well,
knife.
Yeah.
my
Like
dad
that.
liked having
Yeah.
him because he felt like he was
I got one
important.
for my
Because
son.
he had everything he needed to help
That's right.
anybody for anything.
Right.
That's right.
You know, they all had all those. He had all those.
But you
little
see how you
things.
can take any
Anything,
story,
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
topic, and with the right questions, bring them to
Yeah.
your
Because
topic.
see, you just engaged Mary's mind of thinking.
Oh, I thought
mem-
my
a
dad
memory,
right away.
memory lane, and no, I think that's great. I mean, like I said, kind of went from one extreme to the other, but yeah, no, I like the way you engage them because you're asking questions, and I personally recognize that not every audience member is going to have the same experience.
That's
Oh, yeah.
I know, use that word, but they're.
We're all on the same journey, we
You're
have
supposed
different
to say journey
experiences.
Yes.
for yours instead of
Yes, and if
experience.
not, and if they can't relate to that specific one and I don't get the response I want or any, then I can simply adjust, right? By trying a different,
Oh, I've done that with, you're talking about story, I've told funny stories. One crowd. Next crowd is like, and you gotta look at it and go, you know, that was funny.
That was.
Well, it wasn't funny to you guys, right? But it was supposed to be funny.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go back to the guys I had last month, because they really liked it.
See, you're fast.
Right.
You're so
And, well, that comes from experience. And that way people are like, oh yeah, nobody laughed, right? And then you can take them wherever you wanna take them.
yeah,
Because again, you
It's a
reach back in, as
transition.
opposed to, oh, that joke died and this guy feels stupid. And you acknowledge any shortcomings,
Yeah.
right? So you say, and because sometimes you might be going along and you got three couples sitting in front of you and they don't relate, they're just kind of looking at you like, And you go, well, that's kind of my story. What's your story?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And now, you don't always want to ask your audience because you don't want to get feedback most of the time. But I want you to understand that any time you get up in front of a group, your job, you should have set aside first, is to get this result. If I'm talking in front of corporate America, I need to find out what they wanted me to finish with. And will I get that? Okay?
So what? Well, okay.
Mhm.
Can you give me what would be my result then in my?
Your result is how many people will pick up that positive motivational list.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
So, hey, connect with me. You say, how many people here would like to have a personal conversation? If you're, let's say you're trying to become a coach, or you are a coach and you want more people. So after you give your 30-minute or 40-minute or hour-long presentation, you go, halfway through, you go, how many people here would love to have someone who could listen to them? Yeah. How many people here understand that I do a great job of listening? Yeah, a few. Just a few of you, the rest of you think I'm not a good listener, what's that all about, right? And they're like, you go, well, just so you know, I'm available to help you. How many people here would like a 5-minute conversation with me? So
Perfect.
let's stay afterwards and we'll have a 5-minute conversation. How many people here would like to hire me as your coach? That's a different thing. Then you're going for a whole different ballgame. You probably aren't gonna do that in front of a group. Okay?
Yeah.
But how many people here would like to have a 5-minute conversation with me? How many people here would like to sit down and ask me questions when we're done? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can think, look how happy I am.
Yeah.
Right? How many people here would like to sit down with me and ask me a few questions.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
yeah.
you look scary. All of a sudden, where are you?
All of a sudden it's like
That
sinister.
was
Yeah.
so.
But that is
powerful.
what you have to do to your audience,
Yeah.
is get the results you set up in advance that you want to go for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes?
Okay, because it'll go too far away from what you're talking about. Went to a conference maybe a handful of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, okay, last month. And that's what happened. The speakers, I mean, off track, short on time, but you can come see me afterwards. 20 people online, okay? No time limit, you know, because Bob here, he doesn't realize that there's 19 people in line behind him and growing. So, with what you just said, doesn't necessarily pertain to Mary, because she might want to, my thought is she'd be possibly better off scheduling, going, okay, I'm gonna write down your name and number, I'm gonna contact you and I'm gonna schedule you, you know. But for me, I mean, too, could it be a better choice to say, no, not to say, but to take action and say, there's 5 people in line, is it okay to say, hey, would you like to leave your card and I'll contact you, or do you wanna list your name and number? Because I noticed there's quite
Anytime
a few
you're in that
people.
position, you should have people who work with you.
Yes,
So if you've got an assistant,
A train-
associate, somebody, and I don't care
trainer's
if you pull
assistant.
somebody else that you know.
yeah,
So we're at a conference, I got 30 people in front of me, I know this person really well. You go, how many people here would like to, and a whole bunch of hands go up. You go, okay, well, let's meet afterwards and we'll talk about it. And because there's so many people, let's limit it to like 3 minutes, 1 question type thing. So make sure you got the right question.
So you
Right.
you evaluate what's in front of you is what
That's
you're
right.
saying, and then say, okay, I see so many people. Let's do 1 question, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then what am I?
And
Or
you
you can
might go to your
schedule
friend
it.
and say, like I might go, hey Lisa, looks like there's a whole bunch of people, can you do me a real big favor, would you be willing to? And she says, yeah. You go, all I need you to do is get the people's names who are standing in line. So if we don't get to it, so start at the back
Start at the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
and work
okay.
your way forward,
Yeah.
so those people don't feel like they're
They're
just.
left out.
Yeah.
Okay.
that they're not gonna get hurt.
That's right. And so it's really important
Yeah.
to take care of it. So if he had 20 people in line, I don't know how big your audience was, but she should have made arrangements to make sure everybody got satisfaction.
Got satisfaction
Knowing, and
by getting to
let's
ask
go
the
back to
question.
your speaking. Your speaking is always predicated upon, this is what I want to achieve, so you're hoping for the best. This is what might happen, preparing for the worst. And then putting it all together, and whatever happens, happens in the middle. If I'm talking here and all the power goes out, I can still talk to you,
Yeah,
right? If I'm talking here and we've got a live audience on the camera, okay? And we're broadcasting it, and the camera goes, right? Then I have to way of tweeting, so I better have another device of tweeting out to these people, hey, the camera died, I really apologize. I
yeah,
will be recording this on another device and we'll
Okay.
send you the
Prepare.
replay.
okay,
That way so whatever you're trying, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, fire alarm goes off. Boom, they're gone, right? So did you want to get everybody's name and information
So
out
it
of this
should have been
group?
at the beginning.
That's
Have
right.
some-
They
Before they
sign
sit
in
down.
sheet, yeah,
Sign
most
in
people
sheet.
have a sign in sheet.
So you
with
have to
numbers.
decide every time, what do you want to accomplish and how are you going to accomplish that? Every time you speak, some people just get up, I mean, I can get up and just speak extemporaneously for an hour. All right? And that doesn't mean I'm successful, it just means I can talk.
Yes, you can.
Is there a purpose, right? Is there a
Yeah.
purpose to what I'm talking about?
Right.
okay,
That's vital. So if somebody says, hey Steve, I need you to come in and do a 20-minute talk, I go, what about? They go, oh, you get to speak, I just want everybody to hear you. Okay, well that happens a lot.
Really?
And so I have to say, okay, I will be talking about mental prosperity, which is my keynote signature talk. And they're like, oh really, what's that? You go, it's how we deal with everyday success and failure. All right, and that's what it's about. Well, oh, how do you do that? You go, well, you have to sit in on the talk.
yeah.
So then it's up to me to pick one of the topics that I can now speak of. Is it about women's empowerment? Mental prosperity is for women's empowerment. Right? Mental prosperity on management and how to become a better manager. Mental prosperity on the QL method of asking the right questions so you can receive the right answers. Mental prosperity on voice inflection. Right? Mental prosperity, because we've done this before, we'll do it again. Right? I did not say that Hillary Clinton lost the election. What did I just say? I bet you if I had you guys write that down, I'd get 3 different kind of answers. I did not say that Hillary Clinton lost the election. What does that tell you? I did not say Hillary Clinton lost the
No.
election.
You didn't.
Somebody else said. I did not say that Hillary Clinton lost the election. I may have implied it, right? Especially when you talk court of law. I may have thought it, but I did not say that she lost the election. I did not say Hillary Clinton lost the election. Right? Maybe Hillary didn't lose it. Maybe all the people around her lost for her. Follow me? I did not say Hillary Clinton lost the election. What am I talking about? Something else. Hillary Clinton lost Bill Clinton because they're going to divorce. I don't know. Right? Each voice inflection changes what we're talking about. If you understand that.